All right, looks like we're live. How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it is time for some more Wonder Trade Wednesday. But first, I need to get up to 900 eggs hatched before I begin the Wonder Trades, because I am really trying to get that Shiny Buizel. It has been 880 eggs, and I still have not gotten one. And, you know, the odds are 1 in 512. I've almost reached the 2 shiny mark. I mean, you know, once I get to 1024, between my shiny charm and between the Masuda method, I should definitely, well, okay, not definitely because it's averages, but I should have a batch 2 shinies by now. Oh well, it's fine. It'll hatch eventually. And when it does, it'll just feel all the better, you know? So, yeah, that's the hope. That is the hope. But yeah, at least I wrapped up my Super Mystery Dungeon series. At least, you know, the main storyline. I'll be doing post-game. I'm not going to be talking about it, and please, no spoilers in the chat. Because, yeah, you know, you can talk about it over on my channel if you really need to talk about it. If the odds are 512, why haven't you gotten one? Well, because if you flip a coin 2 times, it doesn't mean you're going to get heads and tails. It means, you know, on average... Oh, where's my little count thing? It means on average you'll get that, but averages are just that. Oh, man. But you know what? Soon we'll get it. Soon we will get it, and it will just feel great. We're getting really close. I can really feel it, and... yeah, that'll be awesome. Now, unfortunately, I've not had much sleep today. My whatchamacallit, my sleep schedule's been thrown really out of whack lately. I've been sleeping late, and I've been trying to reset it, not having much luck. So, it's gonna sound sad, but I woke up at 11 today, and that's actually quite a bit earlier than I've been used to, waking up at. So, and I went to bed at like, I don't know, 5? No, yeah, 5:30. I don't know. I only got like 6 hours of sleep, so whatever that works out to be. But I really do need to get back to, you know, a more reasonable sleep schedule. Like if I wake up at 10 or something, that's probably fine. I mean, I really don't mind. I like sleeping until noon, but it's just, you know, like it's winter over here in Wisconsin, and you know, if you wake up that late, if you wake up at like 12 or 1 p.m., well, you have like 2 or 3 hours of daylight, and that's it. That's all you get. And that's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. But whatever the case, you know, we're just gonna go about it. At least I don't really have to worry about it. Like, I mean, it's not like I have to wake up at a certain time. That's kind of one of the nice things about, you know, just doing YouTube and the stuff like that is, you know, you can just sleep in and kind of do stuff at your own pace, I guess. I'm going to be taking a nice little break from making videos right away. I have like a few I need to just work on really quick, but I just want to take a few days off. I've been doing videos almost every day for about a month now. At least 1 video a day. Also, all sorts of other projects on the side and streams, like 4 hours or more of streaming per week. So I've been busy, and I tell you, it really does add up on you. I was talking about that a bit last week, but now the end is finally here as far as 1 series, and I'll wrap up the other series, hopefully soon. Maybe even before the end of the year. I don't know. We'll have to see. And of course, I'll be doing post-game on both. But it's important just to have some time. Why don't you finish out this week for videos and take off next week for Christmas? Well, because I just wrapped up 1 series and I'm going to be busy tomorrow and the day after. So this is my schedule, and that's what I'm deciding. So I don't want to really say, oh, I'm going to do videos on this date and that date. It's all right. This is the only one I'm really planning right now, and then beyond that, we'll see. I'm not making any promises, and I'll try to still have videos up during Christmas. Like, I know a lot of people have off that week, so, you know, it probably makes more sense for me to take a week off where people are, like, busy with school and stuff rather than, you know, a week where everyone's off. But who knows? Let's see, Marriland, I'm curious, who is your best bro in all your Nuzlocke series? Well, I don't actually want to answer that, and the reason is I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. But I'm sure throughout my series I do talk about it quite a bit, and I'll just leave it at that. I definitely do have some really great favorites. Like, I will say Fries is definitely one of my favorites. I think we all kind of know this by now, and it's hard to believe. 3 years. It's been 3 years since I started, well, since I finished that series. Almost. And almost 3 years since I started the Wedlock. Wait, I feel like I didn't click increase on one. Actually, no, I must have. Yeah, I think I did. My bad. Let's see. Hope you put some Explorers of the Sky on YouTube soon, because I'm waiting for so long. Well, I just posted a video on that, like, what, a few days ago? The 11th? When was this published? Let me take a look. The 12th, so I mean, it's only been 4 days. It's not that long. That's one thing. You know, I really don't mean to take it out on people. This is just like a general complaint. Like, in the future, I'm not going to run 2 series side by side. Like, because otherwise people just complain about it. It's like, I put all this work into, you know, uploading another of a series every few days. And then people just wind up complaining like, it's been forever since whatever, why don't you do more? And it's like, first of all, I was doing pretty much that same pace beforehand anyway. And like, second, you know, I do a lot for this. So in the future, if ever there's a new game that I need to prioritize, whatever series I'm doing that isn't finished up by then, it's just going to be on hold. I'm just done with that. Like, it's just going to be on hold. I'm just going to say no. If I have a series entirely pre-recorded, because Explorers of Sky is not. I have to actually go and record that. So that's a thing. But in the future, I'm just going to say, you know what? I will upload it once I'm done with this other series of this new game that is important. And, you know, it stinks if you were following that series, but you know what? I also really hate it when people just, you know, it's like, oh man, I can just try to do so much and it's still, whatever. I've been getting a lot of that, so I'm kind of frustrated with it. It's like, you know, whatever. Whatever, that's what I'm going to do in the future. And you know what? I'm also thinking of perhaps just like pre-recording a bunch of series and not really posting them live until they're all done. Like, you know, that's not what I do. I typically only record an episode or two in advance, and then I post it. So, you know, that means I really have to keep up at a reasonable pace. So it might actually work out better is if I take a month and like not actually post videos, but work on recording and editing them, and then just upload them all and have them scheduled. And then, you know, people will always have a consistent schedule, and then I can work on the next one for the next month and just do it that way. I know it doesn't give as much in the way of like feedback, but at the same time, I don't really care all that much because in a lot of ways I was actually happier with my Undertale playthrough because I didn't have people spoiling things for me in the comments. I didn't have that, and it was nice. Like, I actually have still quite a lot of that recorded, and I need to get that edited and uploaded. See, my first series, I barely had to do any editing for Undertale. And the part of the reason for that was because, you know, I was playing through it like for the first time. Like everything was just the way it was. Don't have to worry about cutting out parts that aren't interesting because I could just leave it as it is. But like in my second and third and fourth playthrough, you know, I just... like, I don't repeat the same dialogue that I already read in the earlier one because it just doesn't have that same effect. So it requires a lot more in the way of editing. I'll need to be mindful. And it's like, you know, I just haven't really had time for that now. So that's why I haven't updated it lately. But it takes a lot of work when you're doing a series and you have to edit a lot of stuff. I would much rather just kind of play and just post it, I guess, and I don't know. I still need to figure out what I want to do. Like, now that I'm running out of Pokemon games to even play on the Marriland channel, I'm considering, you know, the possibility of doing other stuff. I'm not entirely sure, you know, what, but something. Something. And you know, it's really fine. A lot of people have their different ways of doing things. I guess I was thinking a lot about it because yesterday I saw Sleepy Jirachi. He's a friend of mine on Twitter, and he was posting that he'd recorded like his entire Fallout 4 series and would have videos kind of scheduled and ready until March of 2016. So, like, wow, that's amazing. He has 230 videos of that. Now, first of all, he has godly upload speed. Like, I mean, it's insane. Like, his upload speed, he could upload one of my videos in, like, a minute, and it would take me, like, 50 to 60 minutes. Like, it's ridiculous. But that being aside, I mean, he just bulk recorded a whole bunch of it and played through it all and commentated on it, I'm guessing, and didn't really have to do much editing. And it's like, yeah, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. I mean, it might not be as high quality, and, you know, he even said that when doing Pokemon videos, there's so much more in the way of, like, editing that has to be done. Whereas with that Fallout video series of his, it wasn't really a thing. He didn't have to worry about that. So, I don't know. It just got me thinking, maybe that's a direction I should kind of go. Find, like, a series that I can just play and not have to worry about editing as much. But I really don't know. Let's see. Pixelmon is a thing. Maybe you can do a Let's Play with friends. Well, I actually have a Pixelmon server. It's a Patreon server for some of my bigger patrons to play on, and it is it's really cool. I do play on that. I stream on it from time to time too. I haven't posted any videos on it yet though, because there have been some major problems when it comes to loading and keeping the server live. Like, the newest versions have just had terrible problems. Now, thankfully, it looks like version 4.1.2 and 4.1.3, which was just released today, it seems like that's working pretty well. It hasn't had any crashing issues. Now, once the crashing issues are done, then I feel like I can promote the server and do videos on it. I just didn't want to do videos if I would have to, you know, reset the server and stuff, because then people would just end up being disappointed. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. So, yeah, it did just update today. And it's kind of crazy because 4.1.2 just updated, like, yesterday or the day before or something. But, yeah, I don't really know. It's good that it's been updated. So we shall see. I just need to make sure it's all good, and then I have to go through and edit it. So there's a lot I still need to do. But that's the life of a YouTube person. So I just want to have a nice, like, a week off or something, just to unwind. I haven't really had much time at all this month to visit, you know, my friends and stuff, which always stinks, especially since I wake up so late. Alright, well, got about 11 more eggs to go, and then I will start Wonder Trading. I'm just going to do a box because I really want to get that Shiny Buizel. Once I get the Shiny Buizel, of course, I'll be able to Wonder Trade a lot more. I'll Wonder Trade away all the Buizel that I have, but I want to get that. That's a goal, so that's why there haven't been, like, that many Wonder Trades. I mean, I still do a whole box per week, so that's pretty cool. How do I set my PSS system to Wonder Trade Marriland? Okay, so I'll show you really quick. It's in the same area where you Wonder Trade, except you just go over to the right, and then you do Profile, and then you just tap Message, and then you enter your own message there. And then you can just do whatever you'd like for your message. And that's why I recommend just say Wonder Trade Wednesday Marriland or something there. So that way I know that I'm trading with someone who's watching, which is obviously cool. Definitely prefer doing that than no one at all that I know. I think I'll hold off on playing some music until we start Wonder Trading. But yeah, let's see. Imagine you get a Shiny Buizel through Wonder Trade. It'd be kind of funny, but I just end up retrading it. It has to be one that I hatch from my egg here. So yeah. Let's see. Have you decided anything about the sleep block? Well, the voting is still going on. Oh, actually, I guess, you know, I was thinking it was the 15th today, and I guess it is the 16th. So I guess the voting does close at the end of the day. I'll have to check through that. But I need to, you know, make sure all the results are legitimate and stuff, and then I'll be able to figure out the rules. But I'll probably announce it over the weekend. We shall see. I don't think I'm going to stream it the week of Christmas, though, like that weekend. Just because voting ends at the 18th. I couldn't remember if it was the 18th or 16th. I thought it was the 16th because it was a Wednesday. Time just flies. I have like very little concept of time right now. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. Would you consider just shiny hatching until you get the Shiny Buizel, and then next Wednesday do a bunch of Wonder Trades? No, not entirely. Like, for the next breeding project, yeah. But until I get that Shiny Buizel, I'm going to keep it on Wednesday, because otherwise people might tune in and they're like, wait, you hatched the Shiny Buizel, but it's not Wednesday. I wanted to watch it. So yeah, that's why I only want to hatch now. Let's see, what time are your Super Mystery Dungeon videos streaming? Well, I don't actually stream Super Mystery Dungeon, so you can watch all my videos on YouTube, but I don't do any streams of that. I haven't since the Japanese version, which I played a little bit of. Alright, let me get another egg. Alright, Oh man, yeah, I'm still tired today. It's like a weird tired. Kind of groggy and everything. Poor voice. I need to recover my voice. I mean, it's not too bad, but it really was not sounding all that good a few days ago. Just because of all the voice acting and stuff I had to do for my series, so yeah. Let's see. Trying to think of things to talk about. Nothing too interesting has been going on. I've been playing more Zelda, actually. I don't know if if any of y'all know about this, but I recently picked up Zelda, the original Legend of Zelda. I have it on my 3DS, on my Ambassador version of it, and it's really tough. I'm playing through it without any guides or maps or anything like that. I know I played it once, like, well, probably more than once, but I did play it way back. But that must have been 20 years ago, maybe like 18 years ago, something like that. I mean, nearly 20 years ago. So it's been a long time. Like, I don't really remember where most everything is. Like, there are a few things here and there. But wow, if you ever want to challenge yourself, play through it without looking stuff up. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It makes me feel so sad for people who who, you know, played back then and didn't have access to like the guides or the Nintendo helpline or anything. It was really tough. So it's been a good challenge. Especially on the second quest. I'm on the second quest now. I beat the 5th dungeon on the second quest. And man, I tell you, trying to find some of the stuff has been so ridiculous. So, oh man, I'm not streaming and I'm not doing videos on it. I'm just like playing it in my free time or just like while I'm watching TV or something. And it's crazy. But I like it. It's been entertaining. It's been better than I thought it would be. I don't know why. I didn't think it was that great, but I really am getting into it. It's addictive. It's weird. Oh man, but whatever. I will beat it eventually, and it'll be great. And then I'm going to move on to Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. And then after that, I think I want to go to Link's Awakening. I've played a little bit of Link's Awakening, but I've never beaten Link's Awakening. So hopefully I can change that. Let's see. Have you tried Smash Bros. For the 3DS? Yeah, I've played a little of it. I prefer it for the Wii U just because I can use my GameCube controller, but it's pretty cool. I did see the Direct thing yesterday, and it was kind of nice. When are you Wonder Trading? Well, I am Wonder Trading when it says down there on the bottom thing that says Wonder Trading starts at 900 eggs hatched, or whatever it says in the description or the title of this stream, or whatever I said on Twitter. Did I watch the comedy show, political debate last night? You know, I didn't even bother. I've watched a few of the Republican debates, and it just, I don't know. Like, I've gotten enough. I figure I'll just read the headlines and see what people said. Let's see. Good luck with the Adventure of Link. I can never beat it. It makes the Legend of Zelda Second Quest look like a walk in the park. Oh my goodness. That sounds crazy. I remember beating it once, but I don't remember if it was with a Game Genie or not. So, I don't know. It'll be an interesting adventure. I used to use a Game Genie way back when I was a kid, before your action replays or your power saves or even your Game Sharks or whatever. It's like, no, there was the Genie, man. The Game Genie. You use that thing, and that thing was just, it was a beast. It was great. Like, I didn't really care too much about challenging myself when I was a kid. Like, I just wanted to do all the fun stuff. And, like, that was okay and all. And then it got to the point where, you know, I'm like, well, okay, I guess I don't mind a challenge. But I didn't give a darn about storyline, didn't give a darn about, you know, plot or characters. It's like, I just wanted to figure out where all the stuff in the game was and how to get everything maxed out and all that. I only cared about mechanics. And that was really sad. So, I mean, now I've changed so much. I love playing through games blind without, like, any idea of what's going on and trying to figure stuff out by myself. Like, I've changed so much as a gamer. But I stop and I think, oh man, I really used to love that Game Genie when I was a kid. But, yeah. So, without talking about spoilers or the plot or anything like that, now that I have beaten Super Mystery Dungeon, I guess I can rank it where it is on my list of favorites. I'm not actually going to say my rankings. Oh, well, someone gets a Pretz. But I actually still, even after all of that, and again, no spoilers in the chat, guys, but I did prefer Explorers of Sky. I just think that it did a much better job with the characters and being consistent with the storyline, as opposed to Super Mystery Dungeon, which, again, without going into spoilers, I'll just say that a lot of it seemed disjointed. Like, they go from here to there and then didn't really have that much, like, development with a certain plot twist or plot. Well, the twists were good, but, like, plot arcs and stuff, you know, it's like there was a lot in the beginning of the game that just has no relevance whatsoever later on. Whereas in Explorers of Sky, there's really very little that has no relevance. In fact, the entire plot of the game stays pretty darn consistent, like, the whole time, pretty much from the start of the game to the end of the game. You know, it's all kind of lumped into the same the same overarching theme, I guess. And that's good. It's a good thing. I like that. I don't feel like there was, you know, the case with either Gates to Infinity or Super Mystery Dungeon or any of those where, you know, it's like they have a little bit of plot here and then it's like you don't ever do anything with that again. Like, they have moments like that in Sky, but usually it's all related to something of importance. Usually. Like, there are a few things in Sky that just make me go, now, was this really necessary? Like, really? At first I hated the Expedition. I don't really want to go into spoilers too much, but, you know, it's a game that's like, what, 5 years old now? 6 years old? Something like that. It's old. So I guess I can talk about it. If I spoil it for you, hey, I'm sorry, but, you know, it is an older game. But yeah, the Expedition, I didn't like that at first. But now I look at it, and it makes sense, like, to the plot. Like, it does. You don't really think about it, but it really does, so... I don't know. And, like, everything leading up to that, I guess... I don't know. I just like it as a game. It's still my favorite of all of them, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. Hopefully I've done that series justice. Will you play Pokemon Go? Probably. I don't know if I can do videos on it, but I'll play it, or at least try. Alright, let's see. So I guess in 3 more eggs, once they hatch, I will start the Wonder Trades. We'll Wonder Trade away a box of these things. And then I will do more hatching because I really want to get that Shiny Buizel. I really do. Like, that is my #1 goal right now in this game. I've clearly put in a lot of work. I've hatched almost 30 boxes of Buizel. 30 boxes! That's a lot. That is crazy. You know, I have this terrible, terrible feeling. And it's been haunting me lately. So, I don't know if you remember, it was somewhere around, I guess, maybe the 150 to 200 egg mark. There was one point when I picked up an egg, I had a full party, and I accidentally said no twice. So he just kept the egg. And, like, in the back of my mind, my fear is that that was a shiny egg. And I know it doesn't, well, actually it kind of does work that way. But it's just scary to think, what if that was the shiny? What if I said no to the shiny and he just kept it and hatched a shiny over there? Like, I can't stop thinking about that and thinking of how terrible that would be. But it might be true, which would explain my terrible luck with this. But I don't know. Even if that were the case, like, another one should have hatched by now. Now, obviously, I don't know if it was, but yeah. Let's see. Why don't you Shiny Fish Buizel? Because I want it with 5 IVs, baby, and cool moves, and all that fun stuff. I don't really like doing the standard shiny hunting stuff. I prefer just hatching for shinies because I have the shiny charm, I have good IV parents, and I really like just that control over what I'm doing. So, yeah, alright. Man, it's so dry over here. I don't know what's up with that. Like, I have this water here next to me, and it just is, oh my goodness. It just doesn't work. It needs to hydrate me more. I feel so unhydrated, or dehydrated, or whatever you want to call it. Alright. Let's see. Alright. So I guess one more after this. Maybe it'll hatch on 900 on the dot. I don't know. I really felt like it would be 855 that the shiny would hatch. But no. It was not. I'm curious, how would you rank the 4 mystery dungeons? I'm actually not going to comment on that now. I might do a video on it later, but I am thinking of doing different, like, review videos for different points of the mystery dungeon games. But let's just say I need to get some more footage for that. Alright. Why am I going over here? I don't need to go over here. Not yet, not yet. Just getting a little ahead of myself. Gimme! Fork over the egg, pal. Let's see. Oh, man. Trying to think of what else to talk about now. Guess I probably don't need to think too much. We'll hatch the egg and then we'll move right on to Wonder Trading, where I don't have to talk and I just read what's on the screen and everything and deal with that. I prefer egg hatching. It's so much more relaxing. I know that a lot of people, they wonder, why don't you Wonder Trade more? And I mean, it's kind of fun, but like I find this more relaxing, so that's why I prefer this. So I did bring over my new 3DS XL capture. I got this thing right here, and it's kind of neat. I got everything system transferred to it. As you can see, there's a nice little USB port by the charger, which is cool. So that's kind of nifty. I transferred my original, or not really my original, but like my personal 3DS XL. I did a system transfer onto that because I figured, you know what, I might as well. So I did. Now I can capture from it, which is kind of cool. It's good to have a backup capture device just in case. But also, what else was I going to say about it? I forgot. Well, it's red. I didn't choose the color. I probably would have went with blue, but it took 5 months to get here. 5 months. That's just crazy. But I guess that happens. So, alright, let's drop all these off. These Buizels. And let's start up the Wonder Trading. Alright, here we go. Whoops, favorites list. I'm my own favorite. Alright. I'm going to send out a quick message on Twitter first, just to remind everyone that I am Wonder Trading. Alright, let's see. So we'll go over here. Man, I tell you, I hate that Moments tab on Twitter. It is like the worst thing ever. Seriously, it's so bad. Alright, let's see. Oops, let me actually type my name right. Alright, there we go. Where'd you get the capture card from? I actually got it from 3DS videocapture.com, like Cat's a Kitty one. And it took 5 months. It was really bad. And I definitely prefer Loopies, but this one's been okay so far. Though I haven't really recorded anything on it, so I guess that's a thing. Alright, let's see. I guess we can start this up. Or at least get ready. Okay, let's see. I guess I'll Wonder Trade away this box. And I don't have any of these marked. I guess I kind of didn't mark them. I would usually do that in my spare time, but I have plenty that were, so it's really no problem. Okay, so this is how it's going to work, everyone. I always have to do the little reminder just because, you know, we need to know. And, you know, if someone new shows up in the chat, if you can hopefully explain it to them so I don't have to repeat myself a few times, that would also be cool. But anyway, how it works is I will be trading away this box. Let me adjust myself here. There we go. I will adjust myself. I adjust myself. I'm adjusted. Okay. No, I will be Wonder Trading away this whole box of Buizel for Wonder Trade Wednesday. They were all bred by me. They're all legit. They're everything, and that's really cool. That's what I like about it. So I will trade them with a countdown, because remember, there's a delay from what you see and hear on the stream versus what's in the chat. So watch the chat. I will count down 3, 2, 1. I won't say 0. I won't say go. You'll want to hit A, or, you know, you'll want to trade right when I say 1, or you see me say 1 in the chat. So that way you'll have the best chances of doing that. Now, I will trade these away really quickly. I'm not going to wait around because I want to get back to hatching eggs. So if you miss out on one and it's like, slow down, Marriland, well, just wait for the next one. Try to wait and time it a little bit better. But hopefully I'll be giving these to some people who want them. All right, anyway, let's start it. So when you see this screen here, the offer the Pokemon for trade, that's where you want to kind of wait on until you hear me say the countdown in the chat, not on the stream. All right, that being said, let me check and make sure that I've said all of that, and then I will start the countdown, which I've probably already done by the time you hear me say this. It looks like I'm looking over there. All right, there we go. First Buizel of the day. First little pretzel. I have Wonder Traded away so many pretzels, it's crazy. Let's see, shiny event trade. No. All right. A Pidgey. Well, that's fine and dandy. You at least get a little pretzel, so that's good. Oh, it's Jesus. Oh, okay. Bird Jesus has suddenly appeared. Oh, praise Helix. Oh, okay. I didn't get a chuckle out of that. Oh, all right. Man, so I don't know how they're doing on Pokemon XD. Like, apparently Twitch Plays Pokemon was playing through that. And, you know, that's kind of interesting, I guess. Like, I mean, nothing will compare to the first Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like, that was, like, the best, you know? It was so interesting and so different and so unique. And, you know, now it's... So I'd say it's overdone, but like, I mean, it really is. Let's, you know, not deny it, but it's really amazing what a phenomenon it started, you know? Oh, man. All right, let's see. So Snubble, that's... interesting one. Don't really see those all that often. Alright. Next up, another pretzel. I'd say that next thing I trade shouldn't be in a love ball, but I guess if I was thinking of doing a hidden ability Cyndaquil, like that would kind of not work. I think I'd have to do those in Pokeballs. Unfortunately. Almost all legend. Well, great. Awesome. Good luck. Hopefully you can get them all. Hopefully. Unfortunately, this isn't a legend, but... Hey, neither is that, so... Yeah. So we got a lot of people here today, which is nice. 111 people. That's great. I like how, you know, consistent the Wonder Trade Wednesday streams are. And, you know, it's like, it feels like there are a lot of people. And, you know, I guess some people think, what, you have 22,000 followers, and you only have that many. And, like, for me, I think, wow, that's a lot of people watching me live. It's really cool. I don't like it when there's just big, massive streams with just hordes of people and the chat scrolls so fast and everything. Like, I just like to chill and relax. I mean, I'm not at all like a professional streamer. I'm not a full-time streamer. None of that. I just do it every now and then for fun. And, you know, I like that. It's kind of nice. But I don't like it when it gets, you know, really, really chaotic. And I think when I do the sleep block coming up, that'll be interesting. I wonder how many people will show up for that. Hopefully a few. But hopefully it's fun. Hopefully. Like, I'm not entirely sure. Sulara. Okay. Just imagine 120 people in a room, Maryland. I know, that's kind of what it feels like sometimes. It's like I'm sitting here and there's like 120 people like over there and I can't really see you, but I know you're there and it's like, wow, this is so wild. I tell you, one thing that was really interesting, I went to a small convention once. It was, you know, quite small. It was up in Minneapolis. And I was a guest there. Now, I ended up doing way too much work, and I don't know. But one thing that was kind of nice about this whole experience is I actually had a chance to, you know, practice doing panels and stuff. And I did several panels, but the one that really is most memorable to me was I did a panel on, like, Nuzlocke and Pokemon challenges and stuff. I actually have it all recorded. So, oh, it's the Michael Sims in the chat. Awesome. Sweet. Well, you get a pretzel. You get a pretzel. You get a pretzel. Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty verifiable. It's you. That's your definite name. Okay, but yeah, I did a Nuzlocke. It was basically a Nuzlocke. Ooh, wow, this looks decent. Basically a Nuzlocke, and that's or not a Nuzlocke kind of panel where I talked about the history of Nuzlocke and challenges and Pokemon hard mode. Because a lot of people, you know, they hear the word Nuzlocke and they think, oh, you know, that's what it was called from the beginning. It was never called a Nuzlocke from the beginning. Like, when the comics started, remember, Nuzlocke started with a comic. And it originally was, like, posted on the interwebs and everything. And, I don't know, it was just really interesting because, like, I explained a bit of that history and stuff. But I guess the long and short of it, like, the point I was trying to make isn't about Nuzlocke or anything like that. It's that I did a panel and I had, like, real people live in front of me, like, as I was talking. And, oh, it's a Chikorita! Oh, so cute! Hibiscus! Aw, that's such an adorable name. Oh, I had a whole bunch of them and I named them Parsley, but Hibiscus is just so adorable. I could just see it like evolving that. Oh man, that's really cute. Nice. I actually quite like Chikorita. It's really grown on me. I guess you could say overgrown on me. But yeah, it was just really interesting because, to be honest, I wasn't sure if I had, like, stage fright or something. Like, I don't really speak in front of a crowd, like a live audience most of the time. I know I talk to myself a lot, and I was kind of worried. I didn't know if I would be able to, you know, compose myself and not be nervous and all that. And you know what? I did great. Like, it wasn't a problem at all. I was really nervous it would be, but it was great. So that was cool. And, you know, it's like when streaming, you don't have people in front of you, but you know people are still watching. Mittens. But I guess with you know, doing a panel live, it's like, oh my goodness, it's crazy. It was neat. Oh man, alright, let's see. Yeah, I guess speaking of conventions, I'm going to MagFest coming up in February. It's over in Maryland. Not, you know, me, but the state of Maryland. And yeah, that'll be kind of cool. I wonder who all I'll be able to see there. I've never been to MagFest before, but I hear it's just great. A lot of fun. Like, it's not huge and overwhelming, but it's also like, oh, hey Perez, you get another pretzel. You didn't get one last week, did you? I don't think you did, or maybe you did at the very end, but You get one nonetheless. Yay, another Shinx. Oh man. But yeah, so I don't even remember where I was going with that. Oh yeah, Magfest. It'll be fun. It'll be kind of neat. I don't know how you know it'll go, but hopefully it'll be fun. And then Worlds next year. I do have my hotel at least booked for that at the convention, and it was a small fortune, but you know, it'll be worth it. At least I hope. Worlds is always a fun event, so hopefully this upcoming year it will be a lot of fun. Alright, let's see. It's so hard to hatch eggs and watch the countdown at the same time. I hear ya. It is. I guess you're probably best off just, you know, maybe hatching a few and then trying to catch the tail end of it, of the Wonder Trades. Oh, sweet. Big service. Ethan from Tennessee. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there is another Marriland. I was just talking about that Marriland actually. It's the state, the state of Maryland. Yeah, that's it. Oh, sprinkles. Delicious. Sounds tasty. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. There's a subtle difference in how I pronounce the state and then, you know, my username. Because there is a state that sounds similar to my username, and I get people asking all the time, oh wow, this is really cool. Modest, weak armor, autotomize, water pulse, magnetize, iron defense, that's awesome. So if I'm pronouncing it as the state, I would say Maryland, like Maryland. But if I'm pronouncing it as my username, I say Maryland. Like, I guess it's emphasis on the, I don't know, Maryland versus Maryland. Like Maryland or Maryland. Like for me, it's Maryland. But for the state, I pronounce it Maryland. Oh, nice. Christopher. Wonder Trade Wednesday, Maryland from South Dakota. Nice. Well, you get a pretzel there, buddy. Oh, man, I have this weird itch in my ear. Don't you ever hate it when you get like an itch in your ear? Oh, man, it's the worst. It's the worst. I hate it. Especially like when streaming. A little... Aww. There's a floofle. Nice. I was hearing those were going around in the chat. So cute. I love Mareep and Flaffy and Ampharos. Actually, I think of the whole evolution line, I think Mareep is actually my least favorite. And it's nothing against Mareep, it's just I adore Flaffy and I like Ampharos a lot. I always used to call it Ampharos. In fact, sometimes I still do. I know it's Ampharos, but what can you do? Alright, you know what I should do? That's what I should do. I should turn down for what? No, turn down for some music. Let me find... I guess we'll do this. Hopefully that's not too loud. Oh, nice! Another Wonder Trade Wednesday, Maryland. Jonah from Massachusetts. Wow, that does sound kind of loud. Maybe I'll turn it down just a little bit. All right. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully not. Let's see. What is your favorite fairy type? I think I'm gonna go with Meryl. It's a shoo-in. Meryl's my favorite Pokemon, so I guess by default that does make it my favorite fairy type. I guess if I weren't to count Meryl, though, I don't really know. I don't know. There are quite a few out there, of course. All right, let's see. Oh, why do I never hear this? I need to change. Be Mirror Be Gale of Darkness by Glitch X City. Konnichiwa. Faith. From Texas. Here, have this pretzel. I will take your Wurmple. And I will give it a good home. I will give it a good home, like, out into the wild. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not keeping a Wurmple. But you know what? I give all these Pokemon a nice, you know, I release them out in the wild where they can be free again and out into the world with their fellow Pokemon that have been captured and all that. I don't know. All right. Let's trade away. Another one of these bad boys. Yeah, pretzels. So I got a haircut, and it's a lot shorter now. I love my brakes in. Aw. It's a lot shorter now, which I kind of like. Like, the back of my neck is all itchy, though. I hate that when you get a haircut. But it was time. Like, my hair is just getting way too long. So, something had to be done about that. Alright, Gothita. Cool. Oh man, alright, let's see. Yeah, I want to beat Zelda. Second quest, man. That is tough. It is really tough. But it's good. It's like a good challenge, you know? I like good challenges. So I'm trying to think, maybe you guys can even help me with this. I'm trying to think of some ideas for gifts for my grandparents. Because Christmas is coming up, and, you know, I want to get them something. Like, I don't really know what, but something. And I just have no clue what. Like, you know, they're I won't say they're old. I mean, that's a given, no offense. But, you know, it's like they have an iPad, they have like a computer, they have, you know, I mean, obviously that's probably even out of range for what I'd be giving them, but just like, I'm trying to think what could go well with that. And I guess I was looking at thermos mugs that were like $10 or so. And, you know, so like, I don't know how I feel about this. In fact, maybe I can talk you through some of this and just get like feedback. So, because I know that they don't watch my streams or anything, so hopefully they don't take it the wrong way. If for some chance they do end up watching this, my bad. So my grandparents, they oftentimes give me money for Christmas, and you know, a lot of grandparents do that, right? I mean, you know, but I don't really like getting money for Christmas. It's like one of my least favorite things. I like it even less than birthdays. Because, alright, just lost my stylus. Oh, nice. Trading with Scott from Pennsylvania again. Awesome. I know who you are. You get another pretzel. So, like, I've just been having this thought and like this feeling that, you know, when someone like a grandparent, or, you know, you're saying, oh, sorceress, that's fancy, nice. When someone like, you know, your grandparents give you money, then, you know, like, it sounds so like, oh, well, just charging taxes on that. But like, any way you look at it, you're basically using the money they're giving you to buy them something. Like, it's Christmas, you know? It's, you know, it's not just, oh, I'm gonna give you a gift. It's, oh, here, have this money. And, like, what? If you give someone, like, okay, you know, I won't, well, okay, I'll just say it. They were really generous, gave me $100. Super cool, like, that was very generous of them. But then I think, okay, well, what do I get them? You know, if I end up getting them something kind of funny and it's like 30, well, then that's $30 out of their gift to me, like, that goes back to them. Whereas if we both just would have gotten each other gifts in the first place, then it's not like, oh, it's taking away from a gift to give back a gift. It's just two separate gifts, two kind of unique things. And like, that's why I much prefer giving gifts and not getting like cash or gift cards or stuff. Like, I hate giving gift cards. I hate getting gift cards. I mean, you know, it's better than nothing, like, don't get me wrong, but it just makes it really difficult to like think of a gift for them. And I know I'm a terrible person to shop for. That's why I don't really, you know, feel bad about it. Honestly, I'd prefer no one get me anything because, you know, I don't need stuff. And I guess that makes it harder for people who do want to give me something, is because I don't need stuff. So what do you get someone who doesn't need anything? And they're the same way, so. But yeah, that's why I need to think. Let's see, custom-made iPad sleeve with a personal picture would be a really cool personal gift. That actually is not a bad idea. I do kind of like that. I need to think, you know, what I can get kind of ordered or made before Christmas. But like, does it seem too wrong to try to keep a gift to like $30 or so for them collectively? Like, if they give a check for $100, or, you know, I don't know. It's just, I really don't know. I don't like it. But it's just weird. It's like, I feel like, oh man, you know, it's not like I'm actually getting whatever amount, and it's terrible to feel that way. But whatever. We'll figure something out. I mean, I'll find something funny for them, and it won't be about the money. Never should be about the money. That's what I like. I don't like that whole thought. That's why, you know, thinking about this stuff in the first place is like, oh, really, Devin? Why are you even thinking that? But I kind of had to like vent, you know. I had to get it off my chest and not think, you know, I'm a terrible person, but. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, I'll think of some ideas, like maybe like a coffee mug or something, or maybe some dinner, something. I don't know. Like, I want to get him something cool. Like, I tell you, you know, one of the things that my step grandma, that she loved. I got this for her last Christmas, and it's the best thing. It's like this, an iPad stand with a like a toilet, they're not a toilet, but a toilet paper roll holder thing. So it's like you put your iPad on it, you sit it right next to the stump, and you got a roll of toilet paper right there. So it's like, it's perfect. You know, you can have your iPad there, and she just loves that thing. And it's great. It's like the stupidest idea ever, but it's actually really smart. And like my grandpa, he doesn't care about that, but like my grandma, she gets it. She gets it. So that was, oh, hey, look, it's Frisk. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's, that was a really good win of a gift, but I need to think of something kind of along those lines that could be comical, and I don't have much time either, so maybe I'll find something in the next few days. We'll have to see, but just need to think. I got that big Pikachu you might see on the other side over there. That big Pikachu, I'm giving that to my nephews for Christmas. I think they'll really like that. That thing was expensive, but so worth it. I think they'll really enjoy it. Yay! It's a Bulbasaur. Oh. Not quite Zig, but close enough. Wait, why am I still playing Mirror Beast theme? It's because I have repeat on. Derp. I'm a derp. I'm a derp. Did you know I'm a derp? Oh, I love tripping on the bridge. Didn't you guys trip on the bridge? This is one of the first Overclocked remix songs I heard. It's really old, but really, it's a classic to me. I like it. All right. There we go. What else was I saying? Man, I can't think. Feels like I have just been, like, on fire lately. I'm almost done with this box, and like I hatched 20 eggs already. So, whew, man, crazy. Making progress. I feel like we'll get that Shiny Buizel. We'll get it. Oh, this is a Pretz. I just noticed that. It's a Pretze. Isn't it all fancy with its apostrophe and everything? Let's see. Personal things are great. Maybe get an old picture of them, your grandparents from their wedding or something like that. And get it printed in better quality and reframe it. Did that for my grandparents, and grandma actually cried. Oh, that'd be a nice idea. I know I'm that guy checking his mail while he's streaming. But you know why I do that, right? It's because you're family. That's a terrible, terrible way to put it, but it's true. Oh, man. Let's see. You spelled pretzel wrong on that Buizel. Well, I just said that, but it's okay. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, you're family, so that means I get to ignore you while I check my phone for messages, right? I didn't mean it like that, but it's actually pretty funny. Oh, what do your grandparents think about pets? They're not, like, as much a pet people. They don't have any pets themselves. So, that's kind of a shame. I wish my other grandma on my dad's side were still alive, because she liked pets a lot. She had quite a few of them. Actually, that's where my current cats came from. I mean, they're over at my parents', but you know, I see them rather often, George and Sissy. And they were actually my grandma's cats, and we ended up getting them when she passed away. So that was kind of sad, but at least we still have them to remember them by. Oh, that's a decent clef key. All right, let's see. So, you know, part of me would almost like to breed up some Chikorita and name them Bloom, and some Riolu and name them Mischief. But you know what? I've already gotten a shiny of both of them, so I don't really need to. Like, it's crazy. Like, you know, normally I would want to breed for things that I don't have. That's why I'm breeding for Buizel, even though technically I had a shiny Buizel. Like, it was a traded one. I didn't get one myself. But those two, I bred them both, and they're great. So that's why I don't want to breed them. Shiny cats and Zig. You know, the downside of breeding for a shiny cats would be the fact that it is so hard to tell whether it's shiny or not. Oh, look at that. We got Max there. I'm Max. I love Lickitung. It's so derpy. It's just great in Generation 6. Oh. I'm Max. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Max. I no offense to anyone whose name is Max. I'm not making fun of that. It's just like that Lickitung. Like, it just seems funny. It's like, I don't know what it is about it. Just it amuses me. Oh, I was worried for a second. It's like, did I do a countdown? I think I did. I think I did. Maybe not. Hopefully. Oh, well, if I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My Manaphy for shiny. Oh. I'm Max. I just want to, like, breed up a bunch of Lickitung and just call them I'm Max. And just see what people think when they get them. Like, it'd be really funny. Okay, well, let's go ahead and continue this. I'm next. Licky. I love it. Have to name your next Buizel that. Okay, I think I'll do that. Okay, this is an interesting question here. Do you know what music can and can't be played on Twitch due to copyright issues? It is such a murky area that is really, really difficult. So, first of all, I don't have, an absolute definite answer. Because there isn't really an absolute definite answer. I guess a definite answer would be anything that's in the public domain can be used, of course. In fact, even video game music itself may be questionable, so that's why I'm sure they don't even have any specific advice. But I guess, generally speaking, what I try to do to avoid trouble is I look for anything that is licensed under what's called Creative Commons. Anything on like SoundCloud that you search that has the Creative Commons thing, that would work. Well, I mean, generally speaking, like, someone could theoretically make a song Creative Commons even though they don't have the rights to do that, and then you'd still get in trouble. But like if they, make a custom song or something and release it like that. Like Dead Quiet, for instance. That was released Creative Commons, so that's why I used it in my Platinum Nuzlocke. And, yeah, that's one way to do things. Overclocked Remix does allow you to use music there now on Twitch, which is nice, and YouTube, as long as, you give credit, which is why I always have that now playing box to hopefully satisfy that. Yeah, Darude Sandstorm, probably not technically a good idea, even though a lot of people do that. Like, I don't ever try to push the boundaries with, which music I can and can't use. I have a ton of stuff I wouldn't mind using. Like, that's why I don't put any Undertale music on, just in case. But I try to use stuff. Also, Newgrounds, their audio portal is really good because, well, actually they changed it. But it used to be that you couldn't, or that you could use it. Now I guess they changed it a bit. Glitch City also is very good. She has a lot of the tunes in my stream and also a lot of people's streams because she's really good about letting people use her stuff. Just give credit. Like, people like that. They're fine with that. Oh yeah, anything by Kevin MacLeod. I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I'm sure. But that's also another one. But okay, what if you credit the musicians/bands during the stream if you play it? Like if it's a popular band and you give credit, can it be played? The answer is no, you cannot. Sweet, trading with Dennis from Sweden. Nice. Wonder Trade Wednesday. Well, you get a pretzel. So, yeah. Aw, Pachirisu. Cappuccino. That's awesome. I like it. But yeah, so in the case of, let's say, playing Gangnam Style or something, no, you couldn't do that. I mean, Twitch might not police it, but long and short of it, it could be silenced, it could be muted, you could get in trouble. Because even if you provide a ball mushroom, that's interesting. Not what I'd put in my cappuccino, but oh well. Just providing credit for a song does not give you the rights to use it. And it doesn't really even give you the rights to use it under fair use. Like a lot of people think, well, I credited something and, I'm making it into a video, so fair use. Doesn't work that way. Unless you're really building something upon it, just using the song and crediting doesn't really work. So people that do that probably shouldn't be doing it. Again, I'm not a lawyer, and this is just like, what I try to avoid doing. But as a general rule, always try to look for Creative Commons stuff and follow its terms, because then you're a lot less likely to get into trouble. Malga, hey! Is Shiny Diancie a hack? Well, if you got it over Wonder Trade, yeah. But I think they were actually, I think they might have released a Shiny Diancie in, like, South Korea or something. Or Singapore. I'm not entirely sure, but I remember hearing about that. What's your opinion on the lifetime of author plus 70 years law for copyright? I think it's dumb. I think it's really stupid. And the US copyright system is absolutely terrible and corrupt and ridiculous. Like, really. Oh well. It's all about money, not about fairness. I really hope that Happy Birthday, you know, the song, the Happy Birthday to You, I hope that gets public domained. Like, seriously. Ugh. It's like the worst, most egregious example. Oh, speaking of Creative Commons songs, Dead Quiet, a song that I'm sure a lot of you know. Oh, hi, Cliffa! So adorable. Yeah, I love this song. And you know what? The only reason I discovered it was because they released it in Creative Commons. It's crazy. Happy Birthday actually is public domain as of recently. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but as far as I know, that's not actually true. And the reason is there was a court case that overturned one of the copyrights on it, but it didn't put it into the public domain. It basically just said, no, you don't actually own the copyright to this, but it didn't go so far as to release it into the public domain. So you still have to be very careful with that. But yeah, it's silly court cases, silly copyright, all that stuff, man. Why can't we all just get along? You know what? When someone asks if they can use footage from my video, or any of my videos, I say yeah. All right, sure, just give credit, and that's fine. Like, I've had a few people want to use footage from my Super Mystery Dungeon series, and it's like, yeah, I really don't mind if you do that. That's totally cool. You can use that. I don't even really care if you use it and don't give credit. Like, you know, what do I care? As long as you're not, like, just re-uploading my videos. Just, like, why would you do that? I don't understand why people do that. It's so dumb. But, you know, if you want to use, like, a clip of it. Like, I think, who was it? I think it was actually even Smosh Gaming. I think they just took some of my Platinum Nuzlocke footage and included it in one of their videos. And I don't think they ever credited me or anything. And they just, like, cropped it. But you could see Fire Butt. So, I mean, yeah, you know it was that. But it was kind of interesting, but, like, I don't care. I mean, sure, go for it. Like, I wish more people would be just okay with that as opposed to getting overly defensive. I mean, if you're trying to just rip someone off to make money off of it, I get a little more about that. But, like, if it's, you know, as a part of something, I don't mind. Like, I really don't. It's weird. It's weird. Okay, so final trade of the day is an Electrike, or at least presumably the final trade. I will trade more if I end up getting a shiny. But I think that is going to wrap up the Wonder Trades for now. So let me go ahead and drop. Oh, I guess I don't even have to drop any of these off. All right. So let me go ahead and fly on back and update all the stuff here. So we're just going to switch to shiny hatching mode, and I'm going to change the description or the title of the thing. All right, and let me just send out a tweet really quick. So I'll go ahead and fly. Would you consider doing Friend Safari? It's very relaxing and good for streaming. Maybe, probably not, but maybe. I'm not like opposed to it because it is a little bit more relaxing than a lot of the others. But I prefer shiny hatching because that's like the ultimate. Okay, I'm just gonna send out a tweet really quick just so y'all aren't wondering what's going on. Why aren't you doing anything? All right, we'll just send this out. Cool, there we go. All right, now we can resume. Can I name Irioli Mischief after Mischief from your Super Mystery Dungeon Let's Play? Yeah, sure, go for it, that's fine. Let's see, Maryland, when and what is your next stream? I can never make them. Well, I think on the agenda, subject to change, but it should be Minecraft on Monday. And that will be, let's see. Actually, I think that's actually early Tuesday morning your time. But yeah, early, or no, maybe it is. Let's see, 8 p.m. Central Time. So it's like, what, plus 7 hours? So, ow. Yeah, like 3 a.m. But otherwise, next Wednesday, the 23rd, 4 p.m. Central Time. So I think that's like 10 or 11, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be cool, and I don't know what I'll be doing then. I'll probably still just be trading pretzels. And I might actually not hatch eggs. I might just like wonder trade nonstop pretzels. And that'd be fine. I mean, it is going to be kind of like for Christmas, so it's a possibility. Let's see. Do you know anything about 1.9 Minecraft? I know I don't like the look of it. I just don't really like what they've changed with this battle system. I mean, maybe I'll end up changing my mind, but I don't know. I really don't feel all that good about it. Let's see. What's the easiest way to identify a hacked Pokemon? Well, a few different ways. You can look at the type of Pokeball it's in, because oftentimes that's a good indicator. You can look where it was caught or hatched at, because that also kind of indicates a lot. And you can, I guess beyond that, like look at its stats, look at, other little details here and there. But those are usually the first things I look at. Man, this music's just way too hype for hatching eggs. Like, man. It's just crazy. Let's see, what if Pretzel wants to be a Christmas baby? Well, maybe. I guess it is kind of getting in that territory, a Christmas baby, huh? Oh, I was kind of hoping it'd be a Hanukkah baby last week, but nope. And then what is it? This is... When is Festivus? I don't really know. I know it's a holiday for the rest of us, but I don't really... I'm not a rest of us kind of person. So maybe it'd be that. Let's see. Do you like Smash Bros? If so, are you hyped for the 3 new DLC characters? Yeah, it's alright. I'm not like, super good at Smash Bros or anything. I'm a dirty casual, but it's kind of neat. I was surprised to see Cloud. I really don't know how I feel about Corrin, because the game isn't even out yet, so I don't really like that. I mean, Corrin looks cool and all, but I don't know. And, like, Bayonetta looks pretty cool as well. I've never played any of the games she's in, but I guess a lot of people were looking forward to her being in Smash, so great. And her style looks kind of cool. Kind of overpowered, but oh well. Let's see. Better go, Maryland. All I do is work and sleep these days. Need a rest now. I know that feeling. We'll get some good rest then. Get some good rest. I'm looking forward to having a nice, I don't know, like a day or a week off or something. Let's try to relax a little bit. I feel a lot better knowing that Super Mystery Dungeon's all wrapped up on my channel. At least the main storyline. Like, you know, now it's not as rushed, not as hype. You know, it helps people from start to finish. I'll still be playing more, of course. I don't want to spend much time talking about it for, like, spoilers and whatnot, but... yeah, let's see. Do you ever do giveaways? I do Wonder Trades. That's about the only giveaway I do. But I also don't hack any of my stuff. Like, everything you see, everything that I trade away, it's all legit. It's all hatched from eggs, not cloned, nothing like that. So, all these little pretzels I get, they're all real. They're all fresh. Actually, some of them are a few weeks old, but... what's your favorite RPG aside from Pokemon? That's a good question. Trying to think. I know I have it posted somewhere. I really like, I like Final Fantasy. Well, like, I do like Final Fantasy IV a lot, but I don't think it's my favorite anymore. And I like Dragon Quest IV, but I don't think it's my favorite anymore. Dragon Warrior Monsters. You know, maybe it is Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. I put a lot of time into that game. It was a really good game. Huh. You know what? I should really just check my backloggery and see what it shows over there. Because I have, like, ratings for games, and I'm sure I would have done something for 5 stars, right? Let me check. Top rated. What do we got? I mean, I really like Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. It's so good. It's so good. I really like Final Fantasy X. Yeah, I guess, wow. Let's see, do you think Yokai Watch is a ripoff of Pokemon? Actually, you know what? I don't think it is. I think it's doing its own thing. I have not really played it, and I don't really like the over-marketing. I'll probably get it at some point, but, I don't know, it definitely does seem different enough, I guess. I'll probably give it a chance sometime. But for right now, I do not have much more to say on it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess, at least going by these ratings here, I guess that would probably make Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 my favorite of all time, my favorite RPG. I could just play it over and over again and never get bored. It's so good. I just love it, man. It's just amazing. Oh wait, I don't think I added... Shoot, actually I might be off by 2. Let me double check here. I think I'm at 906, because I don't think I hit the increase button last time. I will, I'll take a look. Yeah, it should be 906, because usually I deposit pairs of Buizels at a time. And I know I was looking over on my backloggery. Cool site, by the way. It's backloggery.com, and it's what I use to kind of keep track of all the games that I'm playing and the progress I've made on them. Like if I've beaten a game, or if I've like totally completed a game, or if I haven't even played a game yet. And I don't know, it's just kind of motivating. It's very manual. Like, you know, you kind of have to type everything in yourself, but I personally like that. It's good kind of control over everything. And yeah, Dragon Warrior is Dragon Quest for the first... Okay, it gets a little difficult. It was originally called Dragon Quest in Japan, and it still is called Dragon Quest in Japan, but it is previously known as Dragon Warrior. When it was brought to the US originally, they named it Dragon Warrior because, sure, why not? Who wants to go on a quest when you could be a warrior? Because America! So, yeah, I don't know, they changed it later on, but it's still called Dragon Warrior Monsters, and Dragon Warrior Monsters 2, so that's what I call it, rather than, you know, like, Dragon Quest Monsters 2, and no, that's not the one that I did. It's not the one that I played. Although it does get a little weird when I'm talking about Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo, because I grew up playing it as 2, and if I'm referring to the Super Nintendo version, you know, I guess I would call it 2, but it's way more confusing than Dragon Quest. Like, I feel like I should just always universally call it Final Fantasy IV, regardless of if I'm talking about, you know, my first time playing Final Fantasy IV was on the SNES, which would be totally inaccurate because it was Final Fantasy II then in America, but oh well. Yeah. Oh, why do they do this with names of games? I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Oh, let's see, how much free time do you get to play games for fun? Not as much as you would think, unfortunately. Maybe a few hours a week. Like, I think there's a misconception that, you know, all YouTubers have, like, all this time that they're playing games for fun. And in reality, like, most of it is editing and uploading and stuff like that. Like, it's kind of crazy. Even in my videos, pretty much every half hour of footage you see was actually, like, 3 hours worth of production time. Counting recording, of course, but yeah. So I don't really have all that much time. It's not all just fun and playing. But I want to play more. Like, that's the thing. Like, it's fun, you know, just relax, just unwind. I gotta do more than that. On average, how long does it take to edit? So it totally varies based on the series and based on, like, what I'm doing, but I know I kind of calculated it last week or the week before that for an average episode of, say, Super Mystery Dungeon, it would be every half hour of gameplay would be a total of 3.5 hours worth of either work or uploading or, you know, playing the game. So I'd actually play for, say, an hour, and then I'd end up cutting about an hour worth of footage. Or not an hour worth of footage. I'm sorry. I'd play for an hour. I'd cut half an hour worth of footage. Play for an hour, cut the whole thing. It's so bad. All right. Yeah. So, you know, there's that. And then it also means going through and watching all of that hour or most of the hour and, you know, cutting portions that just, you know, are boring or not worthwhile, and then, you know, editing voices if necessary and doing the layout stuff. I don't know. It's a lot, but it's crazy. Let's see. I'm guessing you listen through the video you record too, since the voice acting or voiceover and re-recording is pretty neatly done. Yeah. So, thankfully, oh, why am I doing this? It's gonna throw me off if I deposit that now. Yeah, most of what you hear is actually live commentary. Like, I record it when I am, you know, actually playing the game. But every now and then, like, if I get someone's dialogue wrong, or, you know, it doesn't indicate who's speaking and I get that wrong, like, I'll have to re-record that bit of dialogue. Which thankfully I can do, and most of the time you'll never even notice that. In fact, there were a few times that I just, like, rearranged text to make it kind of work. It got the job done, at least, so. But there's a lot of kind of editing and rearranging for things that I do. Have to be mindful of that. Let's see. Have you played Xenoblade Chronicles or Xenoblade Chronicles X? I actually have not. I've not played either of them, and I have a new 3DS XL now, so I guess I could theoretically play Xenoblade Chronicles. And I might do that. Like, I'm thinking maybe for Christmas I'll pick that up and, you know, play it over the holidays or something, or into the new year. I don't know. I hear it's a huge game, but I'll probably do that. And then Xenoblade Chronicles X, probably the same. I might, like, wait a little bit, get it on sale, even like a minor sale. Because, you know, it's not like I need to get it right this moment, because I know that there's going to be no way I'm going to play through it all right away. I don't have time to play a lot of the games I want to play. I picked up a whole bunch of games for my PS3, and I haven't even played my PS3. It's terrible. Like, I feel like I should play through some of those first. But, oh well. Oh well. Man, so we're getting closer to that 1K mark of Buizel. I really think we're going to get it before 1,000. I know I said that, like, well, okay, not that specifically, but I know I have said, you know, I'll get it before X amount, and nope, and then nope, and nope again. But I really don't think we can go past 1,000. I don't. Oh my goodness, I want to look at them. How many do I have? 9, 10, right? Yes, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Let's see, just got a client-side crash. Oh, that's not good. If you can look through that crash and see if it mentions inventory tweaks anywhere, because I had a client-side crash on the Pixelmon server too, and it looked more related to inventory tweaks. I don't know though, but at least I don't have to restart the server for it, so that's a plus. Talking about the Marriland Pixelmon, Craft Pixelmon server for my patrons. Let's see, I was just looking through Twitch and found this guy. I used to watch loads of his YouTube videos. Haha, nice. Well, yeah, I do a little bit on Twitch. Not a ton. I'm not like a regular streamer or anything, but I stream Wonder Trade Wednesday and Shiny Hatching every Wednesday. It's kind of fun. Just relaxing, just kind of chill, you know, nothing too fancy or anything. But I still do YouTube videos as well, so go figure. Wait, has a pretzel named Max been hatched? No, it hasn't, so I should do something about that. Okay, and yeah, it looks like inventory tweaks is crashing again. All right, well, I'll have to look into that then, because that can be disabled client side, or it might be like something that's weird, because that wasn't updated, so I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's not really like compatible with the version of Forge. Wait, this is 9.11, isn't it? Oh no! Oh no! Emergency! Okay, so this should be 9.12. Alright, I'm gonna call this one I'm Max. Unless it's female, then I probably won't. Let's see, is YouTube still a hobby for you, or is it your job? Actually, it now is my job. I no longer have my my old job, so YouTube actually is officially my my main source of income. That and Patreon, I tell you. Patreon's been just fantastic for that. But yeah, between those two, that's how I live, and I tell you, it's great. It does, you know, spare me from having to go out and, you know, get a more traditional job. I'm glad I have, you know, I'm glad that it can keep me focused on making videos for you all, which I guess is, you know, a good thing. But yeah, it's weird. Like, I never would have thought that, you know, like playing Pokemon would be a job, or playing video games. And it sounds so much glamorous, or so much more glamorous than it is. But, works. Gets the job done. And people enjoy it, so I guess that's what's important. Like, I don't want it to be to the point where it's like, alright, I gotta squeeze every last penny out of you. And throw ads on, like, every single space of every video. Like, I watched someone's video the other day, and I'm not gonna, like, name names, but this YouTuber had, like, all these commercial breaks throughout the video, and I'm sure that's fine and dandy and all, but man, it just, like, I feel bad when I have, you know, like an ad at the beginning of my video, and just can't even imagine, like those unskippable kinds. Like, I know y'all hate them, but, you know, they do help. But, you know, when it's like you intentionally add a whole bunch throughout your video, and like, I could understand maybe one ad, you know, in your video, but this person had like 5 or 6 just chopped in there. It's like, why do I have to click you know, skip ad all these times. It's like, you know, and it's not like their video even required any like editing work either. It's just like a kind of like a live archive type thing. And, you know, I mean, if you put a lot of work in your video, I definitely think, yeah, you know, you should be rewarded for it. Like, that's fair. I have no problem with that. Hopefully you guys don't either. But like, you know, if you're not really putting in much work into your video, like, I mean, you know, if you're just making money from it. I mean, I know we all have to make money, but one thing that's really important to me with YouTube is I never want to look at it like, oh, I'm just trying to make money. Like, I'm just done with that. Like, I never got that way even. But what I try to always think is I want to create something. I think creating is an art that more YouTubers need to remember. Like, when I first started on YouTube, it was really about the creation. Like, I didn't want to just make money. You didn't make money on YouTube back then. It was just a place where you could have videos. Like, there weren't networks, there weren't even partnerships or anything like that. I mean, it was just, you posted videos here and it was great. Like, I still have that mindset, except beyond that, I want to be proud of everything that I make. Like, okay, prime example, the ending video that I posted today. So, I don't have my layout on it. I don't have buttons that link to my Patreon. I don't have annotations that link to my Patreon. I don't have anything else. And you know what? The reason is because I wanted it to be a production. I wanted that to fit. I wanted it to be something I was proud of. And to just show the the content. And, you know, I thought, oh, well, I could put it in there and maybe it will help a little bit here. But, you know, I wouldn't have been proud of it, or at least as proud of it. And by not having that there, it was the way I wanted it. And I felt that was right. So, I don't know. I put a lot of work into that video too. So, yeah. But it's just interesting. Like, I like to create. I think that's something that people need to remember if they want to get on YouTube. It isn't all just about playing games and making money and that. It's, you know, create something, make something, you know, tell a story, bring life to your videos. So, that's what I always try to tell people, I guess. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we gotta get that Buizel. We're on the 31st box worth of Buizels now. We're 30 and a half boxes complete. Like, full. And everything. Evanescence bring me to life? No, more like Evanescence bring me to like, subscribe, comment. Let's see, what's the idea behind this moveset with your pretzel? I've always forgot to ask that. Actually, the moveset itself means nothing. It's a terrible moveset. But what the point is of the moveset is they're all egg moves. So you can decide on whichever moveset you want. And if you need one of those egg moves, you've got it. You don't have to rebreed for it. Like, ideally, you wouldn't use any more than like 1 or 2 tops of those moves. But because you can reteach egg moves at the Move Relearner now, yeah, that's like, well, why not have some egg moves on there? TMs, yeah, just go ahead and teach TMs, no big deal. Leveling up moves, well, just go level it up if there's something you want. But egg moves, you actually have to go out there and breed for it, so it's like, you know, I might as well just kind of have stuff there. Let's see, it's about the viewers, Marriland. You know, actually, this is gonna sound terrible to you viewers, but honestly, the reason you do videos shouldn't even be because of the viewers. The reason you do videos should be because of you. It should be because you want to. And that's what I tell people who are getting started. You know, don't do things because people want you to. Don't do things because, you know, you want to be like someone else. Do them because you want to do it for you. Because you could play through a game and talk about it and enjoy it, but don't do videos just for other people. You gotta do it for you. And it's crazy to say that, but it's true. And I guess in a lot of ways, you know, people, they try to be people pleasers. Where, you know, it's like they only want to do things because a lot of people want it. And I know I'm even guilty of that sometimes. Like, Explorers the Sky, for instance, you know, it's not getting as many views as Super Mystery Dungeon. And I will definitely admit, yeah, that's part of the reason why it's like I haven't posted as many videos of that, because it's telling me more people want to see my Super Mystery Dungeon videos. But does that mean that, you know, that's the only reason? No, I mean, you know, if I only wanted to do things because people wanted to watch them, I would be doing like battles and leagues and stuff like that. I mean, doing things that I don't really want to do. And people might want to see them, but if I don't want to do them, am I really doing a favor to people? So that's why, you know, do things for you. Do things for yourself, at least as much as you can. Like, you know, you can prioritize in your own way. Like, I enjoy both Super Mystery Dungeon and Explorers of Sky. Like, they're both great games. And I was having fun with both. And I was having fun with Super Mystery Dungeon, so I don't, like, feel bad that I was playing that over Explorers of Sky. But I also like Explorers of Sky. Now, Poke Park, too, you know, people are still asking for that. And, you know, I'm not enjoying that as much now. It was fun while playing it, don't get me wrong, but like the post game just drags on and isn't really fun, and I never really signed up for 100% completion. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to make this a priority. It's not something that I want to prioritize because I don't enjoy it as much. I enjoyed it while I was playing through the main part. It was a lot of fun. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to continue to enjoy it. That's why I also don't want to promise I'm going to do 100% completion on any of my Mystery Dungeon games. I'm not going to say that. I'm just not. Not after Poke Park 2. I'll do whatever I want, but I'm just not answering any comments that ask, you know, are you going to get everything? I might. I might not. I don't know. I don't really know what to tell you about that because I haven't even decided. But yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you, that's something I need to rewatch again. I need to rewatch Steven Universe. Like, I watched it and it was great. I loved it. And like, there hasn't been any buzz on it in such a long time. And that needs to change. Like, I just need to watch it again. It was really good. It's like, it's so sad because people just aren't talking about it now. Because it's like off air at the moment. Oh man, alright, let's see. Why do you do Buizels? Because I want a Shiny Buizel. That's the reason. It's the only reason you need if you want a Shiny. It's because you want one. Wait, I feel like I've miscounted again. I think this is 918. I think I didn't hit increase for one. Alright, let's see. Yes, that is correct. 12 more to go, and then I have this box full, which would be good. Still got about, I don't know, 15 minutes left in the stream or so. I just want to get this thing. Let's see. Out of curiosity, which region, not game or generation, do you dislike the most? That is without a doubt, of at least the main series games, that is without a doubt Hoenn. I hate Hoenn. I really don't like it. It's just so not diverse compared to a lot of the other regions, and there's water everywhere, and you need HMs all over the place, and it's just obnoxious. I don't like it. It was okay back when I first played Sapphire, but you know, I don't really care for it even in Emerald, and I don't like it in the other. Let's see. Can you do the Hangouts calls after this? I actually still need to get that parental consent from you, because that's a thing. Or not from you, but from the parent. But otherwise, it might have to be on the weekend. Sorry about that. Alright, let's see. Why name it Pretzel? Because Weasel ends in ZEL, Floatzel ends in ZEL, and so does Pretzel, so there we go. Will you do I Draw My Life? I have no intention to. I really don't. Seems like they're kind of overhyped. See, this game is a game I need to play. Link's Awakening, man. Like, I need to play that. I really do. I know I've played it, but I've never beaten it, as is the case with most Zelda games, unfortunately. Like, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, what else? Minish Cap I play like a little bit of, like an hour's worth. So I need to do this. I also really need to play Skyward Sword. I picked up Skyward Sword. It was available on Nintendo's site, refurbished for like, I don't know, 20 bucks or so. Maybe it was even 15. It was like really cheap. So I'm like, sure, I'll go ahead and get that. I've never played it. I should play it sometime. So yeah, hopefully I can do that. But I have this like feeling like I want to just play through and 100% all these Zelda games, or at least like more or less 100%. Like, okay, I'll admit, in Zelda 1, which I'm playing through right now, blind, no guides or anything, just going off of memories from 20 years ago, I didn't get one heart container. I didn't know where it was, and I didn't get that before I went and beat the final boss guy and then started the second quest. I'm still gonna count it as completing it. If I beat the second quest, that's like complete to me, I guess. So hopefully I can do that. Okay, let's see. Ocarina of Time is boring to 100% because of the fishing pond side quest. Oh man. I have a feeling so. I didn't like that. I remember a little bit of it. I didn't play all of it, but... Or, I mean, I beat Ocarina of Time. I didn't 100% complete it, like with all the Skulltulas and everything. But, I don't know. I should probably do that when I get around to it. That moment when you 100% a game and realize you got nothing out of it. I know that feeling. I'm trying to remember what I did with that. I think it was whatchamacallit, it was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. No, yeah, Partners in Time. Like, I played through it and it was okay, and there was virtually no post game, and like, I guess the only thing I was trying to do was get enough money or whatever, or something, beans I guess they were, to buy all the badges, because I couldn't think of what else to like 100%. Like, it's not like, you know, there were stars or anything. It's like, I don't know, it's just very underwhelmed. It's like, huh, well, okay, whatever. Oh yeah, let's see, were there any games that you'd want to stream? Or if you could, is there anything else you would like to stream? I actually don't really know. I mean, like, I don't really have a lot of time to stream. I guess I was thinking, like, if let's just say I had all the time in the world, things that I wouldn't mind streaming. I wouldn't mind streaming Agrarian Skies 2, a mod pack for Minecraft. It's a lot of fun. Or actually, I've never played 2. I played the first one, and I streamed the first one. It was good. I wouldn't mind streaming Terraria. I wouldn't mind streaming, what else? I'm trying to think. There were like a few ideas I had. But like those are definitely some of the ones that I would definitely like to play. But they just take a lot of time, and like I want to play them oftentimes too, like outside of streaming. So, let's see. Have I played Okami? I actually have. Technically, I booted it up on my PS3. That's it. I have it. I have Okami, but I haven't played it. Like, not really. I saw the intro and it was very pretty, and I'm excited to play it. I'm also excited to play Ni no Kuni, and I'm happy that there's another Ni no Kuni coming out because I hear the first one was good, but I need to play these things. Like, I have my PS3 that I bought back in, like, I don't know, July, and I still have not played it. I have a computer that I built, and I still haven't gotten everything transferred over on it, which is so sad. I don't even understand why. I guess it's just like I'm comfortable enough with my computer, it works, so why bother updating it or something? Oh man. Let's see, I can finally play Ni no Kuni now I have a PS3. How much is it nowadays? It wasn't very much. I think I got it for like 15 to 20 bucks. It really wasn't a problem. Like that's one of the things why I got a PS3 is like all the games are so cheap now. I don't care about getting a PS4 when I could just get a PS3 and play all the games that I never had a chance to for like a quarter of the price. Like that's great. Oh man, so I guess I'll hatch 6 more eggs. I guess we'll stop at 930. Getting dangerously close to that darn 1,000 mark. It's a really, really long quest, I tell ya. But we'll get there eventually. Someday we will. Devin, what shiny Pokemon do I have? Let's see if I can name them. So just in my Generation 6 games that I've gotten, Marill, Azumarill, what's the bird thing? Tranquil, Golurk, Charmander, Sneasel, Weavile, Riolu, Chikorita. Snivy. I hatched a separate Snivy. I caught a shiny Mareep, gave it to a friend. I caught a shiny Breloom, gave it to a friend. Man, what else? Onyx. What else? I guess I could check. Alright, let's see if I can find all of these. What would you say is your game of the year? I mean, I'd pretty much have to say Undertale. Like, I'm sure a lot of other people, but part of the reason for that is just because, like, I haven't played too many other games. Oh yeah, Baneri. I forgot about that. Wait, this is a different Baneri from the one I hatched. These are like ones I got in older games. So I got these ones. I guess I don't have a Charmander anymore. Oh yeah, Larvitar. Up to a thing. Chansey, Charizard, Sneasel, Tranquil. Oh yeah, I forgot about that Eevee. Rufflet, Meowstic, Snivy, Weavile. Oh yeah, I found that thing while Eevee training. Yeah, those are my shinies. I want a Buizel on that list. Oh man. Alright, let's head on over here. Do. Running out of things to talk about. We got like 5 more eggs to hatch. As a French, I like how you named your Meowstic chat. Yeah, I know I'm mispronouncing it in French, I think, but like, there were a few reasons I named it that, but I thought that'd also be rather fitting. Let's see. Hardest Pokemon game you've played? I really don't know. Super Mystery Dungeon was pretty tough, but Emerald was also kind of tough. What is your combined playtime through all of your copies of X and Y and Oros? I don't know, probably close to 1,500 hours. Let's see, yeah, Sha, not chat. Or, yeah, again, I'm like, okay, my mom, she can speak some French, and she knows that rather well. Me, I can't for beans. I can't for beans. I know that there's that in French, but I'm not even gonna try to make a fool of myself by mispronouncing it. But yeah, it does work out quite well. I know that's cat in French, and also, like, it's gonna sound silly. I had a character from this old roleplay I did when I was a kid, and he was like the psychic cat, and he was named Chat, and it was great. So I named him after that, which I thought was kind of clever, kind of a throwback. Oh my goodness, let's see, are you gonna put Polarity on the game since you didn't release it? Well, it's just on its Platinum version right now. I'm probably not gonna touch it at all, but it works. It's where it's at. Like, I actually leave all my Nuzlocke games and Wedlock games just in the state they were in when I beat them. I don't go back and do anything else with them. Oh man, 928 of these darn things. That's the most that's taken me ever to hatch any Pokemon or any shiny in Generation 6. I think it's officially, like, I think the previous record was like 787. So, oh well. Is your shiny Magnezone still alive, Marriland? Nope. She's dead, or it's dead. I don't know. I always identified Polarity as like female, even though it's genderless. But yeah, Polarity is dead. Spoilers, spoilers. Sorry, spoilers, but it's true. It's true. It's also kind of old too, that whole game. So, but yeah. Let's see. Man, 31 boxes. This is ridiculous. It is ridiculous, I tell you, but you know what? It's fine. You know what? We'll get it when we get it, and it just will feel all that much better once we finally see that nice, sparkly, shiny Buizel pop out of that egg. It'll be great. Let's see. Feel free not to answer if you don't want to. Best PMD final boss theme. Okay, so without mentioning who the final boss is in any of these games, I definitely will, I will say my favorite of all the final boss themes from the series still has to be from Explorers of Time. Sky, and Darkness. Just my favorite. Like, Super Mystery Dungeons was alright. I don't know if I like it better or worse than Gates to Infinity. I also really liked, actually I'm trying to remember what Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team's final boss theme was like. I know the final dungeon was great, but for some reason I think that they reused it in Explorers of Time and Darkness and Sky. I don't know why. Maybe they did. But like the second one was just so good. All right, final egg of the stream. Come on and hatch. Number 930. 930. Gosh darn it. That's a lot. That is a lot. Man, I'm getting tired. All right. Gotta hurry up and hatch, egg. You can do it. I believe in you. All right, here we go. 930. Come on. You can be the one. Nope, you're not the one. Darn it. Wah, wah, wah. Well, that's how it goes. Okay, well, I should probably drop this thing off, and then I don't even know. Then just wait until next week. 930 eggs, darn it, man. This is brutal. This is just so crazy. I hope that the next one will will be much shorter than that. It's sad that I'm already thinking about the next one. But that's how it goes. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in this week. Next week, maybe we'll just actually take a break from hatching and we'll just Wonder Trade. I don't know. We'll see. Because, you know, it could have it be like a Christmas special or something. Or maybe do like a box worth or something. I really don't know. And also, if I'm not doing videos, you know, maybe I'll be like, okay, I can give you an extra hour or something. It's no problem. Because it's weird. It'll be very strange not working on a video tonight. Although I think I probably will find something to do. But it's just nice having that other series wrapped up more or less. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. And I hope you have a fantastic week and weekend. And I will see you on next week's Wonder Trade Wednesday and or Shiny Hatching. See you next time, everyone. Woo!